Hey geeks, it's Miller over at AccessoryGeeks.com. Today we're going to do things a little different by going to live feed. Today there's going to be no edits, no cuts, no anything. Today's episode is brought to you by AccessoryGeeks.com, where you can have free shipping and the best low cost of accessories you can get. Well, just to be sure, today will be a no cut day. There's going to be no editing whatsoever. So as long as we got that covered, let's move on. Do you guys want to take a trip down memory lane? I believe there's a video today that's right up your alley. I think you guys have been waiting for it.
Hey, what's up geeks? This is Tony with AccessoryGeeks.com. This video is really cool. It's our monthly giveaway and it's very easy to do. This month we are giving away a brand new jawbone. It is the Bluetooth headset. It's retailed over $100. You guys really need to jump on this. It's really easy to do. Let me give you a quick description about this jawbone here. It is, it has a noise assassin technology.
Alright geeks, so who remembers that video? I just want to let you know that competition was in the late September. We have finally calculated who won, and that winner is MsStarbelly over at the YouTube industry. This jawbone Bluetooth, this is your prize. You gotta come get it. In fact, let's see here. I believe you're on file. That's right. MsStarbelly. This is you. Come claim your prize. We're gonna be waiting, hopefully not forever. This is yours, all free from us. Just contact us through AccessoryGeeks.com. You can call us directly or you can email us. All of MsStarbelly's friends, please let her know she won. This is an exciting day for her. Alright, now down to business. We're just going to keep waiting until she starts to call up. Might take all day. Don't know, might take all week. Well, anyway, the 27th, that's going to be the Black Friday. That's November 27th. It's where all our discounts are going to be plummeted even more. You're going to want to visit our site on Black Friday, November 27th. It's right after Thanksgiving holiday. I think you're going to find a really good discount there. Alright, MsStarbelly, we're just waiting here. Here at AccessoryGeeks.com. MsStarbelly, I think you should call. Hello? Oh, hey Mom. No, I can't talk right now. I'm waiting for MsStarbelly. No, that's not what you think. It's actually a contestant winner. That's right, she got a jawbone Bluetooth. Alright Mom, I'll talk to you later. That was close, MsStarbelly. We're just waiting on your call right now. Alrighty, I think we'll just cut this video. We're going to be waiting for you a little bit longer. Alright, MsStarbelly, have a good day. Geeks, we'll see you next time. This is Miller at AccessoryGeeks.com. We'll keep you updated. Woo! Congratulations, MsStarbelly. Yeah, live feed. MsStarbelly, you win. Woo!